Hello students, good morning. Today we are collected here to learn more in mathematics. Now we completed our term 1 exams. I hope your exams was very fine. Okay, today we are start chapter 7, ratio and proportion. It is the topic which is cover your PT2 syllabus. This is chapter 7, ratio and proportion, video 1. Before it, we learn about ratio. Ratio is the comparison. Ratio is the comparison between two quantities. Two quantities, like if I have 80 rupees and person X is having rupees 20. So ratio between me and him is 8 ratio 2. 80 ratio 20, the simplification 8 ratio 2. Now, this is chapter 7 of your book, Ratio and Proportion. Ratio is the way of comparing two numbers by division. Suppose Rajan got 80 marks and Rohit got 60 marks in mathematics. Then ratio of Rajan and Rohit is equal to 80 upon 60 is equal to, when we cut these by 20, then we find 4 upon 2, 4 upon 3. Okay, so we can say ratio of mathematics marks of Rajan and Rohit is 4 by 3, means 4 ratio 3. We can represent 4 by 3 in ratio form, 4 ratio 3. 4 ratio 3 with this symbol. This is the symbol of ratio. First number 4, second number 3. 4 ratio 3. It is the first term, it is the second term. Ratio in simplest form. Ratio in simplest form. When we cut by same number to both the quantities first and second. Both the numbers first and second. First and second, 70 and 40. First is 70, second is 40. When we cut it by 10, then we get 7 and 4. 7 ratio 4. First number is 7, second number is 4. So ratio is 7 ratio 4. Now students, it is very important. If we want to comparison between two ratios, which is greater, which is smaller. So students, it is very urgent, it is very essential that you have to convert the same denominators of the both ratios. Okay, it means we will convert the ratios into same denominators. Here is 4 by 7, here is 3 by 7. Here is both the denominators are same, then we can compare numerator here is 4, here is numerator 3. When 4 is greater than 3, so we can say 4 upon 7 is greater than 3 upon 7. 3 ratio 7. So it is simple to compare two ratios by convert the same at denominator. It is our efforts how we convert the denominator in same. So 4 upon 7 is greater than 3 upon 7. Now students, look this example. First example, Kanu bought 5 kg potatoes and Vinit bought 3 kg 5 gram potatoes. ratio of Kanus and Winnie potatoes. We want to find the ratios between them. So first of all, Kanus potatoes are 5 kg, means 5000 grams. We converted it. 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. So we convert 5 kg into 5000 grams. Okay. Now, Winnie's potatoes are 3 kg 500 grams, means 500 grams are already grams and 3 kg is 3000 grams. Then 3500 grams. Okay, here is 5000 grams, here is 3500 grams. When we arrange these into fraction form, then 5000 upon 3500. When we cut 2 zeros with 2 zeros and 50 and 35 with 5, then we get 10 upon 7. So our ratio between both Kanu and Winnie is 10:7. Now this example. Example is a school has 800 students. Means total students are 800. There is 550 boys. 550 boys and others are girls. So number of girls is 800 minus 550 is equal to 250. It means boys are 550 and girls are 250. Because total is 800. 550 and 250. When we combine it, then we get 800. Total number of students is 800. Boys are 550 and girls are 250. First question, number of boys, number of girls. We want ratio of number of boys. Number of boys is 550 and girls are 250. So ratio of number of boys, number of girls is 550 ratio 250. When we cut with 0 by 0 and 5 get 25, 5 11 is 55. So your answer is 11:5. So first question was ratio between boys and girls is this 11:5. Now second question. Number of girls and ratio number of boys. Number of girls is 250 and number of boys is 550. So ratio is change their places because the number of boys, number of girls, number of girls. When the ratio quantity reverse, then ratio will be reversed. So ratio will be 11:5, then 5:11. Okay. Now, third question is total number of students, number of girls. Total number of students 800. Number of girls is 250. 800 ratio 250 is 16:5. So our question number 2 is completed. Now third question. Find the ratio of the price of pen that a ball pen and pens cost 186 per dozen and ball pen cost 90 a score. Dozen means 12. Dozen means 12 pieces and score means 20 pieces. It is most important thing that dozen means 12 pieces and score means 20 pieces. So now in order to find required ratio, we shall first find the cost of same quantity. We will find the cost of each piece of ball pen and each piece of pen. Okay, the cost of 12 pen is 186. The cost of 12 pen is equal to 186. Then cost of 1 pen is equal to 186 upon 12 is equal to 15 rupees 50 paise. Now, same process. Cost of 1 score means cost of 20 ball pens is equal to 90. Then cost of 1 ball pen is equal to 4. one pen is equal to 15 rupees 50 paise and cost of one ball pen is equal to 4 rupees 50 paise. When we want to find the ratio between them, then we one piece of pen ratio one piece of ball pens means 15.50 ratio 4.50. When we solve these, then removing decimal by decimal and zero cut by zero, and by table, same table we cut these, then we get 11:9. Now, last question is this: compare the ratios 3:5 and 6:9. When we want to compare these two ratios, I already taught about these ratios. I already stated it that denominators will same. We want to convert denominator same. Then here is denominator 5, here is denominator 19. When we multiply this ratio by 19 and this ratio by 5, then we get denominators 95. Okay, student? So when we convert these in same denominator, then we get 57 upon 95, 30 upon 95. Students, denominators are same, then we compare numerator. Numerator is 57 is greater, so we can say this ratio is greater than this ratio. 3:5 is greater than 6:19. Students, today's our target is completed. We will carry forward this topic. Okay, students? Thank you. Hello, students. Good morning. Today we carry the last day knowledge. Last day we discussed about ratio and comparison of them and the lowest form of them. Now today we discuss proportion of ratios. Proportion is the equivalent between two ratios. We can say if two ratios are equal, that is the proportion between them. Like if A, B, C, D are in proportion. If A, B, C, D are proportion, then A upon B is equal to C upon D. Then we can say AD is equal to BC with cross multiplication. Once again I repeat it. If two ratios are equal, then we can say they are in proportion. If A, B, C, D are in proportion, then we can arrange them. A upon B is equal to C upon D. So when we cross multiply these quantities, AD is equal to BC. It is called proportion between two ratios. This is a new condition when one more thing which is I want to discuss with you, that in a ratio, in a proportion A ratio B is equal to B ratio C D, B ratio D. So extreme parts, outer parts are called extreme and inner parts are mean or inert parts. So B and C are inner and A and D are exterior parts, extreme parts. Now continue. In any proportion, if middle mean terms are equal, then we can say that is continued proportion. In continued proportion, A ratio B is equal to B ratio C. There is three quantities only. No any fourth proportion. Here is three proportion C, and in this D is fourth proportion. Now A ratio B is equal to B ratio C. That means B square is equal to AC. When we arranged A upon B is equal to B upon C, B square is equal to AC is equal to, this is called continued proportion. Like this, A ratio B is equal to B ratio C when we arrange A upon B, C upon B upon C. A upon B upon C is equal to B square is equal to AC. Why? Because A ratio B is equal to B ratio C when we arrange in fraction form. A upon B is equal to C upon B upon C when we cross multiply A to C, then AC, B to B square. In continued proportion, B square will be equal to AC. Now, in question 1, are 15, 32, 135 to 88 in proportion? 15 upon 32 is equal to 135 upon 288. When these are equal, then it will be in proportion. It means simply we can multiply extreme parts and they will be equal to inner parts, that is proportion. So 15 into 1, 288 is equal to 4320 and 32 is into 135 is equal to 4320. Students, extreme part equal to extreme part, multiplication of extreme parts and multiplication of inner parts are equal, then we can say it will be proportion. So multiplication of extreme parts is equal to 4320 and product of means inner parts is equal to 4320. So these are in proportion. Now second, 20 multiplied by 50 is equal to 1000. 30 multiplied by 40 is equal to 1200. These are not equal, so these quantities are not in proportion. Students, this is the second question. The first three terms of a proportion 15, 20, 30. We want to find fourth proportion. We suppose it X. Suppose X is the fourth proportion, so we arrange 15 ratio 20, 15 ratio 20 and 30 ratio X. 30 ratio X. X is X into multiply by 15 multiply, because 15 and X are extreme terms and mean terms are 20 and 30. 20 into 30. So X is equal to 20 into 30 upon 15. When we cut these, then we get 40. So X is equal to 40. So our requirement of fourth proportion is completed. The fourth proportion of these three quantities is 40. Okay, student. Now third example. Third example is 3, 8, 12, X are continued proportion. Then find the value of X. Students, in this 8, 12, X, three quantities are in proportion. Then B square is equal to AC. Means 12 square is equal to 8x. 8x is equal to 12 square. X is equal to 1. 12 into 12 upon 8. When we cut these, then we get 18. 18 is the value of X. Then we can say the third proportion is 18. Now, question number 4. Find the mean proportion between 2 and X. Simply, the mean proportion is square is equal to extreme multiplication of extreme proportion. Like 2 ratio X is equal to X ratio 8. X square is equal to 2 into 8. X square is equal to 16. Then we can say X is equal 2, 4 and 6. Like last example, here we want to find the third proportion. Suppose third proportion is x. So 4 ratio 6 is equal to 6 ratio x. So 4 into x is equal to 6 square. 4x is equal to 6 square. X is equal to 6 into 6 upon 4. Then we cut. Then we get x is equal to 9. Students, this is the last question. Last question is the ratio of length of a playground to its width is 5:2. Find its length if width is 20 centimeter. Let the length is equal to x meter. Length is equal to x meter. Length and breadth ratio is equal to x ratio 20. Length and breadth ratio is 5:2. So x ratio 20 is equal to 5:2. Because ratio is given between ratio length and width ratio 5:2. It is length, it is breadth. Length, breadth, length, breadth. Length x, breadth 20. Because width is given, 20 is given. So length ratio 2 is equal to 5:20. Then we find the value of x is equal to by cutting 50. So we can say the length of playground is equal to 50. Okay students, today we learned about proportion and continued proportion. Okay everybody, thank you. Hello students, good morning. In last two videos we discussed proportion and comparison between them and lowest form of ratios and proportion and continued proportion and their properties. Now today we are studying about unitary method. Unitary method is very easy method. Unitary method says if there is lot of value of lot of quantities given and if we want to value of one quantity, then we can divide. We will divide. It is very unique rule of unitary rule. If there is given lot of quantity and we want one, then we will divide. Okay students? And opposite of it, if there is one quantity is given, value of one quantity is given and we want lot of quantities value, then we will multiply. It is called unitary rule. Once again I repeat it, if given is a lot and we want to find one, then we divide. If one is given and we want many, then multiply. So simply, if many given, one find, then we will divide. If one given, many find, then we multiply. Okay. Now we want to explain it then with these examples. First example. The price of 15 articles is 210 rupees. The 15 articles of 210 rupees. Find the price of 25 articles. So with unitary rules, we want to find the value of 1 first of all. The price of 15 articles is equal to 210. The price of one article, I already explained it. When many is given, find. Many is given, then we want to find one, then we divide. So the price of one article is equal to 210 upon 15. When 210 divided by 15, then we get any number, but if one is given and many we want, then the price of 25 articles is equal to 210 upon 15 into 25, because I already taught you the price of 25 one to many. Here is many to one, then we divide. Here is one to many, then we multiply. Okay. Many given, then when we find 1, then we divide by 15. 1 is given, we want to 25, then we multiply by 25. When we solve it, then we get 350. It means the 25 articles will be of rupees 350. It is the solution by unitary rules. Once again I repeat it, this is very simple question. The price of 15 articles is equal to 210. We want the cost of 25 articles. Students, many is given when we find 1. 15 articles to 10. 1 article is equal to 210 upon 15. Then it is the cost of 1 article. And we want find many, 25. Then 1 is equal to this and 25 is equal to 210 upon 15 into 25. Here we multiply this by 25. Then we get 350 is the cost of 25. Okay student, here. Now next. Students, a dozen cakes of soap weight 1.5 kg. What will be the weight of 60 cakes? 1 cake weight is 1.5 kg. Dozen cakes is equal to 1.5 kg. Dozen means 12 kg. 12 cakes weight is given. First of all, we find 1 cake's weight. 12 cakes weight is equal to 1.5 kg means 3 upon 2 kg. Okay. 1 cake, when we find many to 1, then we divide. 3 upon 2 divided by 12 is equal to, then we 3 upon 2 is here and 12 is at division position. 1 is given, we want 60. 1 to many, then we multiply. 1 cake weight is equal to this and 60 cake weight is equal to 3 upon 2 divided by 12 into 60. That is 15 upon 2 is equal to 7.5 kg. So we can say the weight of 60 kg is equal, 60 cakes is equal to 7 kg, 7.5 kg. Okay. In this question, similarly, many to 1, then we divide. 1 to many, then we multiply. Okay. This is very simple rule. It is unitary rule. It is simple than ratio. Now, a car travels 72 kilometers on 6 liters of petrol. How far will it go on 13 liters of petrol? Distance traveled on 6 liters is equal to 72. 6 liters, the car travels how much kilometers? 72 kilometers. Into distance traveled in 1 liter, then divided. 1 liter, many to 1, then we compulsorily divide. So 72 upon 6 and distance travel in 13 liter petrol. 13 liter petrol, 1 liter this. 13, 1 to many, then we will multiply. 72 upon 6 into 13, that is 156 kilometers. Our answer of this first question is 156 kilometers. Now, how much petrol is needed to go 108 kilometers? If the car moves 72 kilometers in 6 liter petrol, 72 kilometers 1 kilometer is 6 upon 72 because many to 1 then we will divide. Okay. 6 upon 72 liters. When petrol needed travel 108 kilometer, because question wants how much petrol will be needed to go 108 kilometer. 108 kilometer, 6 upon 72 of this and multiply by 108, then we get 9 liters. Okay. Now question number 4. Question number 4 is our last question. It says 3 trays each containing 30 eggs. 3 trays each containing 30 eggs. What cost 180? Cost 180. It means 90 eggs are of 180 rupees. Find the cost of 4 carton of eggs if each carton contains 12 eggs. Number of eggs in 3 trays is equal to 90. It is explained already because 30 eggs in a tray. Then 3 trays containing 90 eggs. Number of eggs in 4 cartons. Number of eggs in 4 cartons is equal to 4 into 12 or 48 because 4 carton eggs, each carton 12 eggs. So, number of eggs in 4 cartons 48. Cost of 90 eggs is equal to 180. It is already given. Okay. Cost of 90 eggs is equal to 180. Cost of 1 egg is equal to 180 upon 90. Because when we want to many to 1, then we divide the quantity. Cost of 1 egg is equal to 180 upon 90. It is 2. Then cost of 48 egg is equal to 180 upon 90 into 48. 48 is 96. So this question is completed. Cost of 48 eggs means 4 carton eggs is equal to 96 rupees. Okay students, these examples will help you to learn to solve your exercise 7.3. Okay everybody, good day.